Everyone, thank you so much for being here for this news conference. With me today up here are Lincoln City Council member Sandra Washington, Diane Mendenhall, who's a board member with the nonprofit organization Nebraska for Volleyball, or N4VB for short, Andrew Lerner, partner with the Lerner Company, and Derek Bombeck, who is director of sports with Visit Lincoln. We're also joined today by Adeline Sanchez, who is a rising fifth grader at Everett Elementary School and a volleyball player. The City of Lincoln is committed to ensuring that young people of all ages, abilities, and backgrounds have access to safe, fun, and really meaningful recreational opportunities. And we recently put that commitment into action by providing major funding to support the new Sandhills Global Youth Complex. Our work to promote youth sports produces major wins for our kids, our local economy, and our vision to make Lincoln a premier location for youth sports. So we're here today to share some exciting news that would boost Lincoln's reputation as a youth sports destination while also boosting our local economy. This morning, I am thrilled to announce that the City of Lincoln will partner with N4VB on a proposal to develop a new volleyball facility at 30th and Folkways Boulevard in North Lincoln. This proposed cutting-edge facility will expand and enhance opportunities for recreational volleyball players in and around our community. And through this center, more youth will have a chance to get in the game and become better athletes, better teammates, and the best versions of themselves. These courts will attract more visitors to our community and stimulate our local economy and affirm Lincoln's growing reputation as the volleyball capital of the nation, heck, the world. And so here to share, right? Yes, volleyball capital of the world. So here to share more about the proposed facility is N4VB board member Diane Mendenhall. Diane, thank you so much for your leadership in our community. Thank you for being here today, and can't wait to hear more about this proposal from you. Thank you, Mayor. So nice to have you next to me. Thank you, Mayor, and to the City of Lincoln for your leadership in helping more kids get into the game. At N4VB, we believe that every kid deserves the chance to play, grow, and belong through the sport of volleyball. But right now, too many kids are being left out. Volleyball may be Nebraska's signature sport, but access to it isn't equal. In fact, nearly 60% of kids who are turned away from Lincoln volleyball teams are excluded, not because of talent or ability, but because there isn't enough space for everyone to play. That's a big reason we're so excited about today and this new facility. We're designing this multi-court indoor volleyball complex to serve youth year-round with a special focus on those who might not otherwise get the chance to play. That includes free and low-cost clinics for elementary and middle school kids, scholarship-based club teams and skill-building programs, and partnership with Title I schools and after-school programs. The Mentorship Network is here to help also with the next generation of Nebraska athletes. In our first year of operation, N4VB aims to serve hundreds of underrepresented athletes through free and reduced cost volleyball programming and award thousands of dollars to program scholarships to qualifying families. Make no mistake, this facility is also designed to be a hub of excellence, where Lincoln's most promising athletes, regardless of their background, can train and compete at a high level. We believe the next generation of championship teams and college recruits are already here in our community. Now, they'll have a home court advantage. N4VB will balance local impact with a hybrid revenue model that will make it possible to sustain the operation. In addition, there will be fundraising to the facility that will be able to generate core operational income by hosting tournaments and training events and leasing court space to area club teams. This is a facility built for inclusion and achievement because we don't believe those two goals are separate. We intend to create a world-class training facility for Nebraska's homegrown talent without the world-class price of admission. And in the process, we're setting a new standard for for what's possible in the sport of volleyball, just as Nebraska has always done. N4VB is on a mission to ensure that no Lincoln athlete is sidelined just because our community is out of court space or because it costs too much to play the game. Thank you again to the City of Lincoln for seeing our vision and for helping us bring it to life.
Thank you, Diane, for your inspiration. That's an incredible vision, and we're really proud to partner with you. And we're really appreciative of how your leadership is going to open up so many opportunities for so many youth in Lincoln. So now we have a very special message from someone, you might recognize him, someone who spent most of his time on the sidelines, but who has played a significant central leading role in elevating the sport of volleyball and making Nebraska home to the best volleyball program in the nation. With that, would you please cue the video?
I'm John Cook, former head coach, Nebraska Volleyball. Over the years, I've seen how this sport brings people together, builds confidence, and creates opportunity. Now, Nebraska for Volleyball, N4VB, is taking that impact even further. N4VB is on a mission to make volleyball accessible to every kid, no matter their background, zip code, or income level. Right now, too many young athletes are left on the sidelines because of cost, transportation barriers, or lack of space to play. N4VB is working to change that. This movement is about more than just volleyball. It's about giving kids a place to grow, to be mentored, to lead, and to belong. Through free clinics, scholarship-based programs, and community partnerships, N4VB will open doors for kids who have never had the chance to step on a court. I'm proud to support this vision, and I hope you will too. Whether it's through a donation, volunteering, or simply spreading the word, your support helps give every kid a chance to play, dream, and thrive. Let's make it happen together. Thank you.
Thanks to former Husker coach John Cook for offering his endorsement of this exciting new project. We really appreciate him taking time to share his thoughts with us on the project. Now I'd like to invite up Lerner Company partner Andrew Lerner to share more about the development of this exciting project and the important role that he is playing in it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor. My name is Andrew Lerner, and I'm proud to be here today on behalf of the Lerner Company, the developer behind the North Star Crossing project. Today marks an exciting milestone, not just for this development, but for the entire Lincoln community, and we're proud to officially welcome a new state-of-the-art youth volleyball center to North Star Crossing. This facility is more than just volleyball courts. It's a place where young athletes will grow, families will gather, and a community will thrive. Projects like this happen through vision, commitment, and collaboration. And we're grateful for the many individuals and partners who helped bring this to life, as well as the strong support from the city and the state. At our core, we believe in creating places that bring people together, and this facility is a powerful example of that mission in action. So we want to thank you, and thank you to everyone who made today possible. And we can't wait to see this lasting impact this space will have on Lincoln's youth and community.
Thank you for setting the table for
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
All right. Next, we want to hear from Visit Lincoln Sports Director Derek Bombeck. Derek, thank you for being here, and we'd love to hear more details about the impact that you see this facility could have for our entire community.
Absolutely. So thank you, Mayor, and thank you to everyone who helped make this exciting partnership possible. At Visit Lincoln, it is our goal to position this city as the premier sports tourism destination in the Midwest. Opening Lincoln's first state-of-the-art volleyball-specific facility is a big step forward. This new complex opens up more space, more courts, and more opportunities to recruit to host high-level volleyball events. This is about plugging Lincoln into the vibrant, year-round sports ecosystem that benefits local athletes, draws in talent from across the country, and offers unforgettable experiences to everyone who visits. Now, we know that when athletes and their families come to Lincoln, they may come for the volleyball, but they will definitely eat in our restaurants, stay in our hotels, shop in our stores, and explore the city. Youth and amateur sports generated more than $114 billion in economic impact nationwide in 2024. If we invest in ourselves, Lincoln can enjoy a bigger slice of that pie. Expanding our capabilities to host tournaments and volleyball programming will broaden our tax base and help fund the community improvements that make Lincoln such a great place to live, work, and play. Ultimately, this project goes beyond volleyball courts. It's about building opportunities for the athletes of tomorrow to grow and compete today. Simultaneously, we're leaning into Lincoln's undeniable legacy, like the mayor said, that Lincoln is the volleyball capital of the world, to strengthen our city for more generations to come. Thank you again, and we cannot wait to see this vision come to life.
Thank you so much. Yeah, for as any parent who's shepherded a child to another community for a sporting event knows, it's really nice not to have to leave your city limits. We're really glad to have people come visit Lincoln rather than the opposite. Lincoln City Council members play a vital role in supporting projects that enhance our economy and quality of life, and I'm so pleased that here today with us, someone who has played an outsized role in making sure that there are equitable and effective access to youth sports in our community is Lincoln City Councilmember Sandra Washington. Councilmember Washington?
Thank you, Mayor. I feel like since I started the applause at the start of the press conference, I probably should have led it with a volleyball clap. Sorry. As another volleyball season begins, you can feel the excitement in the air, and I feel it too. But today, I'm excited for another reason, and that reason is this new proposed volleyball facility. This new center means that there's no off-season for volleyball in Lincoln, and that delivers benefits year-round. By expanding access to the game, we promote youth physical fitness and improve mental health, foster a lifelong love of volleyball, and invest revenue from youth sports tourism into city services that enhance everyone's quality of life. Simply put, this proposed facility is a win for the entire community, and that's why, as a member of the Lincoln City Council, I'm proud to be here today and to speak in favor of it. So thank you to N4VB for bringing this outstanding project forward. Volleyball clap.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Councilmember Washington. So we've really laid out the clear benefits of this proposal, this facility. So now we want to talk a little bit about the plan to bring it to life. The City of Lincoln has agreed to serve as a co-applicant with N4VB in pursuit of funding for construction through the Sports Facilities Financing Act. The funding process would allow the portion of sales tax that the state of Nebraska receives from purchases made near the new volleyball courts to be turned back and invested in the facility's construction. This would not be a new or an increased tax, but a dedicated allocation of state sales tax revenue that's collected within 600 yards of the proposed facility. Importantly, the City of Lincoln and our local taxpayers would not assume any financial liability by agreeing to be this partner. N4VB would use the state portion of the sales tax to finance construction. They estimate that they will finance approximately $12 million of the $16 million total construction costs with the turnback tax, and they intend to raise the remaining $4 million from private sources. An important final key point, the ability to use this funding mechanism first requires approval of our governor and subsequently requires approval by Lincoln voters in an election. So while there are still more steps to take to bring this vision to life, the City of Lincoln is proud to offer our strong support and public partnership as we look to grow opportunity for our youth, grow our local economy, and grow Lincoln's reputation as the volleyball capital of the world. With that, we can open up to any questions from the media. Anthony.
So with the statement you just made in terms of financing, it sounds like that may take some time to get the sales tax money, to get the voters to vote on it, the governor to approve it, really the sales tax revenue though side of it to get that much money. When is the hope for construction to start on this thing?
Well, I'll defer to N4VB on that, but because there are these other approvals required by the state and by voters, I wouldn't want to presume that we could count on a particular timeline, but of course we want to make this available as soon as we can. Do you have any thoughts on timing at this point, Diane?
I just think
I can weigh in too.
Yeah, wonderful. Just on the aspect of the nonprofit aspect, the fundraising initiative will launch immediately. And so we'll get that off the ground, and I can attest to my experience with the University of Nebraska in fundraising and the Lincoln Community Foundation that when it comes to kids and expanding access to facilities like this, especially for underserved populations, there'll be an outpouring of support, and we're so excited for that process to happen. And there's not necessarily a timeline, but we want to get it going because there's a need right now, and we need to meet that need.
Right, and just to piggyback off that, there's no definite timeline on this. We're trying to get everything approved right now, but the way the program works, they want to recapture the sales tax that we're already that's going to be there from the tenants we have and the buildings that are coming now. So Chick-fil-A that's coming, and Casey's, and all these other ones that are coming, they want to be able to absorb that tax so they can use that to finance this. So that's why it's important to try to get this moving along. I think part of the reason we're having this conference today is just to try to propel that and get everything going.
So would you hold a special election? When would you, assuming the governor would approve this, would you wait until November, or would you hold a special election? Is what I'm asking.
I think we'd anticipate that depending on the timing, we'd want to move forward as quickly as possible. So if that was right up against a normal election, sure, use the normal election cycle. If not, let's try and have a special election. I think the main interest is in creating this new resource, this new asset for our community and our kids.
Mail-in election, do you think?
I think that's a really efficient way to do elections, but I think that there'll be a lot of people weighing in on that.
Can you talk a little bit about, I'm assuming this facility is going to be you're going to try to draw teams in for championships, am I correct?
That's a great point. Definitely so. That's a way too, to Derek's point too, where we'll see the economic impact of this facility, where we have tournaments on the weekends. It's also, you'll see reach out into the rural communities where they'll come in, and we can provide access in that way. And then it'll be year-round and 7 days a week too. So we'll collect some of the revenue that will come from club teams leasing the space for their club team practices, and then different projects and things we can have. We also, too, it's our mission with N4VB is that we'll also host low fee and free clinics and different opportunities where, once again, we can serve that underserved population that they financially can't afford that. And it's desperately missing, not only in Lincoln, across the state and across the country, and for the last 10 years, and it's just escalating right now. There are more little girls that are playing volleyball in Texas and Ohio than little boys playing football. And that's indicative of the growth of the sport, and it's just going to get worse. And to get the space right now and get it up and running will put Lincoln at the forefront.
How big do you anticipate the facility being? I don't think I've seen that in here.
Sorry,
go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I love it.
No, sorry, go ahead.
You can,
I didn't know you knew that. Sorry.
No, you can feel the enthusiasm up here too. Initially, and feel free to chime in too. Initially, it'll be 8 courts. It can expand to 12, and there'll also be kind of some space that you can have dual programming going on at the same time. So you can have practicing here and other programs too, because we want to do some mentorship, some leadership, and things along that line.
No, I thought he was staring at me, that's why.
Really?
I thought he was asking me the question.
I'm really, I got the 8 courts. I'm thinking
Okay.
how many square feet is the building going to take up?
It's a 10,000 square foot building, and I think it's about 7 acres, and it's going to be right on folkways, and it's going to be an integral part of that project. So it's going to tie in really to all the stuff we have going on, the retail, the restaurants. It's going to be a place where you can go, you can play your games, you can have your competitions, and you can stay there. We have a hotel that's going to be there, and we have it's a great facility that everything's going to be in one place. So, but to answer your question, it's a 10,000 square foot building.
I would say that'd be tight for 8 courts, so I'll go about 65,000 square foot.
What businesses will be within that 600 square feet? I know you mentioned Chick-fil-A.
So, yeah, we have Chick-fil-A, we have Tommy's with the car wash, we have Casey's, which is going to be there. We're in negotiation with a couple restaurants, sit-down restaurants that are going to be there that I just can't disclose right now. We have some other retail interest, kind of junior anchors that we're in discussions with, other national coffee brands and other restaurants as well. So there's going to be plenty to do there, a wide variety of retail. We try to do that in all our centers so that we can have a good mix. Tenant mix is important to us for that reason, so that people can go wherever they want and do everything they need to do in one spot.
Any other questions?
Just clarify, she said 600 square feet from the building, but I think it's 600 yards, right? So that's like a radius around the...
600 yards, correct.
Sorry.
You're okay. 600 square feet is the size of the building.
65,000.
65,000 square feet. Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Well, if not, well, thank you so much again for joining us for this exciting announcement to learn about our plans to partner with N4VB and their incredible vision to create a transformational